Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of That's Hot Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Tam, and today we are here to discuss the couture show for Iris Van Herpen during this week's Paris Couture Fall-Winter 2024. Iris is always going to go over the top, giving you the 3D printed, natural meets intergalactic fantasy that you need. And this show was no different. She did display it, something that we've never ever seen before, with the women actually on canvas performing like live art. We've seen this for art exhibits, different things, but never really for fashion that I can recall. You can let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. They were held up by their shoes. The shoes were sculpted in as part of the canvas, so that's how they were standing. This is my favorite look of the show. Very beautiful. Love the color, the flesh tone, how it fits on the model with the added face gems, the pearls, everything about this perfectly executed, and it moves so beautifully. I think that's what I love most about Iris. I wish that her clothing would get into a movie or major motion picture like a Dune or something. She deserves. The show was only 5 looks. Because it's so over the top, I don't feel like anybody would really complain about that. Also, it's haute couture, so it is insanely expensive. And this is not for mass market or creation at all. You know, these are one-of-one pieces that will likely be ordered in copies if the person is not sample size. Here we got Coco Roca, which was definitely a big deal. Haven't seen her on the runway in a very long time. And I guess this is not a runway either. This is more of an art exhibit situation. And we all know Coco lives for the drama. If you recently watched my cons footage on Tam Tonight, you will see that she ate every look. This is right up her alley. She got to perform. She got to reach into her artistic bag. Coco's living her dream right now. I have to say, though, this is probably the most wearable piece. Like, anyone could likely pull this off, but it's my least favorite for that reason. I love traditional Iris. Give me the elements that we all came to see. This is just a regular pretty dress that I could see from any designer. I'm so sorry. Here is a look from the Couture Notebook. They actually had the pleasure of going in person and seeing the exhibits. And look, they're really hung up on the wall. My goodness, my favorite look. She's eating the girls up. And it's like butterfly-esque with how they have the train pinned up on the wall. Love that. If you aren't familiar with Iris Van Herpen either and you watched our Met Gala coverage, Mona Patel, Style by Luxury Law, she was one of the only women wearing Iris Van Herpen, and she killed it. This look is all interesting. It's kind of scary if you think about it too deeply, but interesting nonetheless. And I like how the hairstyles, they always pick a good hairstyle, and they do subtle makeup, or they do the intergalactic, futuristic Star Trek vibe, but usually it's pretty subtle. Coco's hair, who was the decision maker on that hair? I just gave y'all a compliment, and then she came back up to just remind me that that never gave. I'm so sorry. The shoes are interesting. I would love to stand up on one of these just to see what it's like. You know what? Now that I've seen this so much, it's reminding me of that episode in Roar where the guy had the trophy wife up on the wall. My goodness, Iris. Still beautiful. I love it. I will give this show, for the creativity, the presentation, all of that, 9.5. Please let me know what you think about this show review in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on TikTok at That's Hot Pod. Also, watch our other Fashion Week coverage if you're interested. We're doing all of the shows for Haute Couture Week, and we'll be splitting it up, so you'll get some from me, some from Christian. Also, look out for our book club. This month, we are reading Dior by Dior, and we will be reviewing very shortly. So, tap in, get hooked up.